Happy New Year! Hi, my name's Evie, founder of Smart with Money Planning. Today we're going to talk about what you should do in 2020 to make sure your finances are on the right track, to make sure you're making the right money moves. What are the 5 things? Number one, get more income. So you have your regular job, hopefully, you got your 9 to 5. Now you need another stream of income. You need a side hustle, maybe investment properties and real estate. Basically, we want to make sure we have at least 2 streams of income. That way, your financial security is stronger. If for any reason your first corporate job lays you off or whatever, you won't be completely devastated with not having income coming in or having to only depend on unemployment. You'll be in a much better position if you have a side extra source of income. So look into investing in rental properties or consulting of some sort, selling something, right? In addition to your normal job, get more income. Number two, know where your spending is going. Have an explicit budget on paper, on a spreadsheet. If you don't feel like doing this, then I can help you. But basically, if you know where your money's going, you'll be able to make smarter decisions about how you should manage your money to make sure you have the savings and investments and just a different financial goals are in line and you're on track for them. But you need to get away from just saying, okay, you spend this much for rent or mortgage, this much for car insurance, student loan, etc. It really, really helps you make better financial decisions if you write down where all your money's going, or you have a professional do that as part of a holistic financial plan. So know where your spending's going and have a budget, and then have a model budget where you want to be, and what you're progressing towards as far as what you're spending your money on and where you're saving, where you're investing, etc. And that brings me to number 3: set up automatic savings. So the easiest way to do that, 401k, right? Elect to have 15% of your income, which, sometimes I get the question of, hey, how much is the rule of thumb for retirement savings? 15% of your income. There you go. But have that automatically deducted from your paycheck and saved for you. Now, there's been many studies, and the easiest way to make sure you have the best savings and investments is for it to automatically be deducted from your paycheck. So if you don't have a 401k option, you can also go to your HR, go online, and have your paycheck split between 2 different accounts. Your main normal account, and then have 15% go into an online saving account, such as Ally, for example. But if you just can't do the 15%, then do as much as you can. Maybe do 8%, which is nearly half, a little more than half. Half of 15%, of course, 7.5%. But basically, set your automatic savings to go into an account that you don't see every day, you can't access very quickly, and you will end up with more money down the line, a lot more. Now, what is the goal besides the 15%? You want to get to a place where you're putting $19,500 into a 401k. Why that? That's a maximum amount that gives you the biggest tax write-off or tax deduction. So whatever you put in that 401k, you avoid paying taxes on. And that's probably about $5,000 in taxes that you get to pay down the line, way down the line, because you put the money in your 401k instead of you spending it. So number 3 is have automatic savings set up. And number four, pay off your debt and make a plan to keep your debt down. So once again, part of your budget, if you have a financial plan, you have the budget, right? But then you also have your what we call balance sheet. This much in this credit card, that credit card. And I know it sounds scary, you probably don't want to face it, but if you really want to end up in a much better position financially in 2020, then you have to know where all your balances are, which will change daily. So it's not hopeless if it's just all high and you just have a lot of debt. There are a lot of different things you can do as far as prioritizing which debts will be paid down first. Instead of saving up a big amount first and maybe make some settlement offers so that the creditors or whatever can accept a fraction of the payment. You know, I've been there before. I know how it feels, and you will get out of that financial hole. Pay out those credit cards that you jacked up for Christmas spending or traveling or whatever. And make sure you are not paying high interest debt that you don't have to. You don't want to be paying credit card debt that you just carried over from 2019. It's a new decade. It's 2020. Clear off, bite the bullet, pull some money out of the savings or whatever, and clear off as much of that 2019 debt as you can, right? So pay off your debt. Number four is make a plan to pay off your debt, pay off as much as you can, and continue to keep it down. Keep your discretionary spending in check. Make sure that debt doesn't just balloon right back up, right? Whether that's cutting up some credit cards or pulling out a certain amount of cash after every paycheck, which you can only use for your spend on your wants. If you're going through the drive-through, you got to pay with cash out of your discretionary income budget. That way you don't just keep swiping your card and jacking up and not even looking at it. Same thing with shopping. You pay it out of cash and now you have more control over it, right? So pay off debt, keep it down. Number five, get a financial coach who will help you keep track of all these things. Listen, you have to save up for your kids' college education or private school or whatever. Maybe you don't have kids, but you have insurance. You got life insurance, disability insurance. You have homeowners insurance, car insurance, so on and so forth. You have just a bunch of different aspects of your financial picture. You have to make sure you're saving up for retirement. They're very likely, the politicians are very likely going to have to cut, Social Security. There's a lot of talk about cutting pensions and things like that. So you can't just rely on, someone else to keep your finances on point. You need someone who will teach you, who will go through everything with you, help you understand, have the financial education you need to learn it, and then be accountability partner and do as much of that work for you. But I don't control any of your accounts. I don't know any of your passwords. This is all for you to know who will, you will know what to do, because you'll basically have a tutor, a financial tutor, financial coach. I'm a licensed CPA. I have a lot of experience, a lot of happy customers and clients. There are good reviews online, the things of that nature. So I work very hard to deliver as promised. It'll be less than 1% of your income to hire me as your financial coach. But from the tax savings alone, just making sure that you're taking advantage of all of your options tax-wise, you will have 5% or more benefit. If it doesn't all come from taxes, then you also got your reduction in frivolous spending. You'll also have, meaning you'll know more about where you're spending money, so you'll spend less money that you didn't intend to spend. And then you'll have more savings, you'll have more investments, you'll reach your financial goals, you'll be more financially secure. I like to say you invest 1% less, or less than 1% actually, to end up with 5% or more by hiring a good financial coach. And once again, it's not someone who will control your account or selling you investments in insurance. You want a financial planner or financial coach. A lot of financial planners have much higher fees and work with most wealthy people, so that's harder for the everyday person. I love to help the average person. My information will be at the end of this video. My phone number is 708-405-9522. And I'll put my information in this video. But those are the 5 money moves you should make for 2020 to be a good year for you as far as financial management and financial planning goes. And I just wish you a good year overall in your life. Thank you. Bye.